Okay, I'm going to go over the new Season 3 shop. So obviously you probably know that you find it right here. Um, they've changed it so you have different tabs. You have the recommended tab, which actually I would say gives pretty decent recommendations now for starting items, essential items, offensive items, and consumables. This is the recommendations for Garen, so you can see here that he's got a defensive starting item. He's got some tanky items with some AD, and then your defensive items or offensive items, depending on which way you're going to go. I would say they're good basic recommendations if you're starting out, and actually it's easy to find starting items for a lot of the players. Now, and you can double click on any items to build them. You can also click on any items and see what how things build into the different items now. So you can see here that like a Boots of Swiftness you can build into from regular boots. The Black Cleaver now built from the Brutalizer and a Ruby Crystal. So you can see all the requirements, how much they cost. It's very good, a lot better than it used to be. So now we're going to see all items. Now all items, it lets you select different things. So here you have different categories, and you can see all the defense items, all the attack items, all the magic items, all the movement items, and then you can also select which categories you want to see. If it contains health, armor, magic resist, you can see that only the runic bulwark and the Aegis have those. Or if we want to see tenacity, you get the spirit and the ancient golem. So it's very useful to limit your items if on the fly, if you're looking for a certain item to counter champions or whatever. You also have on here we'll go over the new movement speed enchantments. So here are the new enchantments for boots. So you can see after you build, like say, Boots of Mobility or Sorcerer's Shoes, you can enchant them, and you have 5 different enchantments. So you have your Clarity, which is you get extra movement speed. It's always a pretty standard good choice. This one, Distortion, which is kind of craptastic. Your Teleport, Flash, and Ghost get 25% reduced cooldown. Fear is more expensive, and that one, whenever you damage with the attacker spell, you gain 12% movement speed bonus. That one's pretty good. Captain, allied champions that move you get an 8% movement speed. This one could be good for support, like a Sona that's kind of hanging out in the back, or Soraka or something. And Home Guard, which is pretty bad. Again, you get movement speed when you're out of combat. So when you're at Fountain, I've been out of combat for 8 seconds, so it's like, maybe a last minute effort to save, but if you're actually using this thing, you're probably dead. So, what other changes do we have here? We have a ton of different new items, but I'm just going to talk about like Crystalline Flask, which is a health and mana restoration one that gives you 3 charges. It's a good item to start with. It's a little bit expensive to begin with a lot of times, but if you're playing someone like Sona that you normally would grind health potions and maybe a mana potion combination, you can get this and it'll recharge every time. I feel like it's a very good item. The other new thing is you can search for this. So you can search health, and it'll show you these items, or we can do like potion. It'll show you all mana potion, health potion. If you don't know, like here, Dorn's Blade, Madrid's Razors, you can click on the items and then it'll bring it up over here, and it'll show you also what they build up here, and you can click on those and see the the nice little tree. Overall, I think the shop is a pretty good change, and so far Season 3 seems good, except for everyone except for junglers. So enjoy League of Legends.